Happy Halloween, everybody! I'm hoping I get this recorded before my doorbell starts ringing and the kids start showing up. I'm so tempted just to put a bowl on the mat that says, "Please, take one," because, trick-or-treating's not my favorite. Anyway, let's get on with the show. So we'll start with the progress report. I only have one thing to show you guys this week. There's just one thing to look at. Mostly because I spent all the rest of the week sewing like a mad fiend to get all the things ready for the giveaway, which we drew on Saturday. So go look at that and read the list of winners. I've got addresses from almost everybody on the list of people who won, so that's fantastic. The sad news is I am going to be splitting my time between here and my parents' house while they're away, babysitting the cat, babysitting the dog. And so I won't have a ton of time to get everything packaged up and mailed out. So I will do what I can as far as packaging things up and mailing it out goes, but it might take me a little bit longer than what I really wanted to get things out the door. But know that that's coming. Anyway, progress report. So, because I was busy, the only thing that I worked on, and that was this weekend, has been Gypsy Mermaid. You know that she's charted in the oranges and the yellows and the reds. And I am working on converting her into pink and blue colorway. And her tail's pretty much done. I have been working primarily up here in her hair and her flowers, and so I did some more work in that. And let's see, Sunday I just sort of lost my mind and decided I wanted to put some beads on her, just to make sure that I had some good choices when it came to beads. I think the beads that I have here, these are the called for beads, and they're black in the center, but they have a really nice pink edge on them, and so they look so much better in real life than they are on my monitor for my little camera. And then I put some purple beads here in her hair, and then they go up purple into here. And what these are is they're like the trailing waves of her hair. But what I've realized is I was just going to put a purple, let's see, where do I want to look? Right here. So you can see that this is really flat right here, and then it trails off, this way, is a sort of beads and curls. But going directly from that brown to a purple is not going to work. So I think I'm going to have to go back and pull out that lightest brown that I've got. It's mostly here on the edges in here. I'm going to have to tear all that out, and then I think I'm probably going to have to do a blended between a brown and a purple to make the transition make a little more sense, and then put a little bit of purple on her edges. I looked at the colors that were called for. Thus far I had done her hair in all the colors called for, but the lightest color was really an orangey orange, and the beads were orange and yellow, and since I hadn't used that color anywhere else, I really didn't want to go ahead and do that again. So I'm having to do some thinking and some frogging. So that will be what I do when I work on her next. Anyway, overall she's really coming along quite nicely. Flop. But, like I say, I need to change out her hair just a little bit. And even doing that, it might not work, and it might not have to come out again before I finally figure out what I want to do there. So that is all. That's all I've worked on this week, you guys, was just giving her. I stitched her other arm and her handful of flowers there. So that was all that I stitched on, just because I was so busy doing stuff for the other stuff, and I'm still not done doing stuff for the other stuff. Because, do you guys remember in the giveaway where I said I had my prize matrix and I didn't want to give away more prizes than what I had? The prize matrix was wrong, so I gave away more prizes than I have. So that means I need to make a few more prizes. I can't count. I'm an accountant and a cross stitcher, and I can't count. We have serious problems. Anyway, let's do part 2, which you all know is Stashquisitions. I had just a couple of small things arrive over the week. I filmed my reaction to those when the packages came and I opened them up. So let's go to that side of the room and have a look-see. Hi guys, it's Wednesday, just home from work, and I have some fun stash. Well, just a tiny bit of it that arrived in the mail today, so I thought I'd do it before the sun goes all the way down and the light's still pretty good. So, you know, just something to glance at. I got the Just Cross Stitch just came in the mail today, so I'm excited to see that. I really am looking forward to the, I guess it's the Christmas in chalk pattern that I've seen a lot of you show. That's the one that I'm really interested in. I'm not going to do a flip through of it. Many others have done it. If you're looking for a flip through, I watched Stitcherista. She did a flip through of that today, so head on back to her videos and you'll catch a flip through of the Just Cross Stitch. Other randomly, I've got a brand new beautiful purple purse in the mail. Ordered it online, style Wee. I'm so excited. It's a little bit bigger than my old purse, and so I can fit more stuff. So a permanent traveling pattern might end up in the purse. But what's really great is I received a package from Fantasy Dyed Fabrics today. I have been stalking her eBay shop and I happened to get a couple of pieces, so I just sliced it open. So let's pull out the magic and see what we have got. Two really beautiful colors, beautiful, beautiful colors. Let's start with this lovely thing. Where's the opening? Here we are. Lots of crinkling, you guys. I love it to be a surprise. That's why I don't open them beforehand. I generally know what's coming, but the reactions are real. All right. Beautiful. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this. Do you see that? Lovely purples with a little bit of pink shading in there. Let's turn it over so you can see the other side. That is lovely. Woo! Look at that. Ah! I'm in love. That is fantastic. Oh, what am I going to put on that? That is just, look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, worth the stalk, you guys. Worth stalking her Etsy page, Etsy shop for that. So, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Okay. I've got a whole herd of those Nora Corbett flower pixies. It's a 32 count, so it would fit really well with the other 32 counts that I've been stitching on. This also is a 32 count. It is an opalescent fabric. I don't know if you're going to get any sparkle, but you can see it's a lovely light blue with the touches of green. There's a little bit of pink in here. It looks kind of white, but it's actually more pinky than white. Fold this. Here we go. Maybe you'll get a better view of that. This is also absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Oh, right. Instantly I'm thinking Mermaid or another one of those, the Nora Pixies, which is, you know, what I'm obsessed with and what I want to do. But likewise, maybe one of the like the seasonal queens could go on this, maybe spring or maybe summer if I do a little bit of a color touch on summer. Oh, but that's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that is what came in the mail today for the Stashquisitions. And go back to that side of the room. On Fridays, we rep the Y. Alright guys, let's do some unboxing. I got home late at night. And so the light's not good. It's never good. It is what it is. Anyway, this came today from Julie. Is that Nifty Needle Nannies? Oh, look how cute. Look. Fall stickers with little foxes and stuff. Adorable. I'm going to have to cut into the tissue paper. I know what this is. Of course I know what it is. I know what all of it is. It's all crazy is what it is. Alright, that comes out. Undo the bubble wraps. Yes. I was right, Nifty Needle Nannies. It is a wonderfully blingy nativity scene. Just in time for Christmas, which is about 2 months away. So that is fantastic. And it's such a big piece, she's got 2 magnets on it to make sure that it does not go anywhere. Anyway, she has really fantastic stuff. So go search her out. Her Facebook group is Nifty Needle Nannies. And join up, buy all the cute stuff so I don't have to. Okay, next up is a little package from 123 Stitch. Let's pull this out. I have a funny story to tell you here in a minute. Anyway, these are gold beads to go with Celtic Christmas that I'm working on. I ordered the beads and some of the flosses that I knew I didn't have for that from 123 Stitch. Now the beads were a back order item, so everything else that I ordered beforehand, when did I order? I ordered on the 21st, and these were mailed out, okay, so the beads were mailed out on Wednesday and I got them on Thursday. And then I was thinking, hey, wait, I didn't get my main package. So this morning I emailed them and I'd say, hey, here's the tracking number. Can you look up what happened to, the other half of the package? It has a couple patterns and flosses and, just stuff, because that's what you do. And they got right back to me and they said, oh, it looks like we forgot to put your apartment number on the label. And so it went out. The postman couldn't deliver it because he didn't know what apartment number, and so it's coming back to us, and as soon as we get it, we'll add the apartment number and mail it back out to you. So apparently the rest of my order from 123 Stitch for that has gone on walkabout. So that is everything from this little bit of haul. It is Friday night. We rep the Y on Fridays, and I think I'm going to get Gypsy Mermaid out and stitch to my little heart's content. See ya. That fabric is really, really beautiful, isn't it? I have linked to Fantasy Dyed Fabrics, her Facebook group, down there in my list of links and places that acquire my money far more often than it really should. So go down there, click on it, join her Facebook group. You'll have to stalk her Etsy page just because she posts stuff and it's gone in a flash. And that's just the way it is. All right, last little bit of business. I have our shout outs for our wonderful new to me for the most part, stitchers. And so we'll start out with the lovely Tessa Wise. She does a little bit of an introduction to herself and shows us her whips. She's currently working on Spooked by Lizzie Kate and Summer by Country Cottage Needleworks. Those two were my favorite just because I love Lizzie Kate's, as y'all know, and I love Country Cottage Needleworks, as you don't know because I don't stitch them, but I buy them. Anyway, she's fabulous. Go check her out. As always, links to the newbies down in the comments, down in the description box is what it is. All right, the next gal who I wandered across, happened to find, her channel is Vintage Life in the Piney Woods. So she is splitting, she has had a podcast for a while that was kind of all crafts. So she's splitting that into two. So like the yarn, knitting, crochet is going into one show, and the embroidery, cross stitch, etc. is going into a second show. She loves red work and she loves vintage patterns, and she showed us a lot of her vintage patterns, and some of it, they were just fabulous. And so she was quite enjoyable to watch, so go give her a look. The next gal that I happened to meet is Creative Madness Mama. She introduces herself with the Know Your Needlework tag. And she has had some technical difficulties with her cameras trying to get it to record very often. Her first video was from August where she showed off some of her whips, and I remember some Joan Elliott's and some Haides being shown. Number 3. Can I count? No, that's number 4. I can't count. I already mentioned I can't count. Anyway, we were introduced to Stitching Fleur, who is currently living in Australia, but I think she said she was originally from Spain, so she is quite the globetrotter. She is, she's our Stitch Maniac, who shows her Nora Corbett's Santa Sleigh quite often. I think they're the same person because the Grime Guard is the same and the project is about the same. Anyway, so she's working on the New Worlds piece by Barbara Anna with the rest of you, and the Death by Cross Stitch by Long Dog Samplers with the rest of you. So her work is really quite lovely. Go check her out. And the last gal who I ran across is Juliet Townsend. She has just started a dragon from Heaven and Earth Designs, and she had them remove the background. So all she's got right now is the 2 points of his wings, you know, as he's sitting there. She has been working on, you know, that massive Pokemon piece that's the first generation Pokemon, and it's about, you know, 6 feet by 6 feet or something like that. I'm sure it's not that big, but it seems like it's that big. Anyway, she has like a page and a quarter left to do, and she'll be done with it. And the piece so far is stunning. So, you know, all of you Pokemon lovers, you have to go check her out and see her progress on that piece. It's absolutely amazing. So there is that. So those are my 5 new people for you guys to go check out this week and enjoy their work. They do some beautiful stuff. Okay, this week at work we're doing close week. It's the end of the month. I don't have a football game or a basketball game this week, so it'll be really quiet. We're looking forward to that outside of close. Home's going to be good. Like I say, I'm not going to be, well, I'm going to split my time between here and the other house because I need to be dog sitting. So I'll probably cross-stitch a little bit. There won't be a lot of sewing, even though there are some new prizes that I need to make because I can't count. So we'll see. So I'll try to put together most of what I've got and send that out as soon as possible. You'll have to forgive me for being slow. I still need to sew up the sides of the project bags for our grand prize and first place winners. It's not going to happen, you guys. It's not going to happen until sometime next week when I'm back home. So you guys are going to have to wait, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great stitching week. Thank you for everybody who comments and subscribes and likes my videos. I really appreciate that. We're having a good time, just puttering along, doing our thing. Hugs and stitches. Bye. This is a look at my desk when I'm in the middle of, stitching. I'm working on Gypsy Mermaid. As you can see, it's not nearly as neat and organized as you all would like to believe. I've even got stuff down here on the floor with some spare, power strips. That's what they are. Have you come to see who I'm talking to? You come to see who I'm talking to? Anyway, so here we go. Here's my desk. It is covered with a little bit of everything. There's 3 needle minders there, my empty glass, cell phone, flosses that I figured out. There's the pattern underneath there. I'm working on beads, trying to decide what colors I want to go where and how. I shouldn't be working on beads because I've got a lot left to stitch, and beading in the middle with my spring hoop, not the best idea, but we're doing it anyway. Got my foam block out since I've been rotating through the reds, so I can I write down the number I'm working on with on a sticky note and stick that down on there, and then just pull the needles and threads as I watch. We've got Facebook on that screen, YouTube on that screen. I've been into the curio because right there on that shelf, that's where I keep all my beads, so I've been rummaging around that. They were all over my desk. Here's other cute little things in the curio, just because I'm in love with scissor fobs and pin cushions and the little flower frogs that are great for holding scissors. So don't delude yourself, you guys. I'm a mess when I stitch, And it looks kind of like that chaos right there. Are you going to say bye? I'm going to clean your feet. There's a pretty cat.